The longer God keeps you single, the more he wants to surround you around friends who loves himself and their lives so they don't end up hating on you. Because some people don't need enemies. Their own dissatisfaction already volunteers for the position. That's why everybody around you can't go where God is taking you. Not because they're bad people, but because a starving heart will eventually stare at somebody else's plate. And what they refuse to heal, they'll eventually resent. Pay attention. Some people celebrate your breakthrough the same way a person applauds fireworks. Beautiful from a distance, but secretly irritated by the light. The truth? You need friends whose souls aren't negotiated with comparison. Friends who can watch your doors open without counting how many stay closed for them. Because when somebody secretly dislikes their own story, your next chapter feels like an insult. That's why God will sometimes delay a relationship, because he's still editing your surroundings. You thought he was preparing a spouse. Meanwhile, he's removing spectators. Because destiny suffocates in rooms where insecurity keeps stealing oxygen. Look at Saul. David never touched Saul's crown, yet Saul threw spears. Why? Because insecure people don't need evidence, they only need proximity. David's existence became a reminder of everything Saul was afraid of losing. And some of y'all keep calling people friends when they're quietly competing with a race God never signed them up for. That's why scripture says in Romans 12:15, rejoice with those who rejoice. Notice, it doesn't say tolerate their joy. It says rejoice with them. Because not everybody can handle another person's blessing without turning it into a scoreboard. Real friendship is rare. A healthy heart can sit front row to your elevation without feeling reduced. A healthy heart can water your field without checking if theirs grew first. A healthy heart understands that another person's sunlight doesn't steal the sky. So if God is narrowing your circle, don't panic. Farmers don't build fences because they hate the crop. They build them because they know its value. And maybe God isn't isolating you. Maybe he's protecting your future from people who smile at your fruit while secretly pulling at the roots. Because where God is taking you, you'll need people who clap with clean hands. People who aren't threatened by your calling. People who don't need you to shrink so they can feel tall. And when those people arrive, you won't feel drained. You'll feel multiplied.